At the edge of the map, where the land dissolves into wind and water, lies Patagonia. The last frontier of the continent, where nature still rules in silence. An immense territory shared by Argentina and Chile, vast and nearly empty. To the west, Chile's fjords vanish in fog. To the east, Argentina's plains fade into the horizon. Here, the earth hesitates between land and sea. Farther south, the world breaks into islands, channels, and frozen peaks. Tierra del Fuego, the land of fire, is a kingdom of ice, water, and restless wind. The first explorers named it after the fires they saw flickering in the mist. The flames of native camps. Centuries later came Ushuaia, the city at the end of the world. Once a missionary outpost, then a prison, today it stands as the southernmost port on Earth. Gateway to Antarctica, where solitude becomes destiny. Off its shores flows the Beagle Channel, sailed by Charles Darwin. Its cold waters weave between islands of sea lions and penguins. And on a lonely rock, the Les Éclaireurs lighthouse watches over the strait. A silent guardian of the world's end. Each spring, thousands of penguins return to Martillo and Magdalena Islands, painting the beaches black and white. They breed, raise their young, and vanish again into the sea. Life persisting against the wind. Beyond lies the Drake Passage, the most violent sea on Earth, and beyond it, the legendary Cape Horn, graveyard of ships, border between the known and the infinite. Inland, the granite towers of Torres del Paine rise like a cathedral of stone and ice. Here, time stands still. The sky shifts from sun to snow, to storm in a single hour. This is one of nature's last sanctuaries, where the planet still breathes in its original rhythm. Nearby, the Milodon Cave guards the memory of a vanished giant. A prehistoric sloth that once roamed these valleys. Its remains, beside human footprints, tell of an ancient coexistence between life and survival at the world's edge. Across the Andes lies El Calafate, gateway to the Perito Moreno Glacier. A living river of ice that advances instead of retreating. Its thunder echoes through the valley as massive walls collapse into the lake, and the ice glows in impossible shades of blue, as if light itself had frozen. Farther north, El Chaltén sleeps at the foot of Mount Fitzroy, the smoking mountain of the Tehuelche people. Its peak is often hidden, but when the clouds part, it cuts the sky like a blade of fire and stone. Across the Patagonian plains, the Cave of the Hands preserves the earliest human art in South America. Thousands of handprints, painted 9,000 years ago, still seem to whisper through time, "We were here." In Chile's south, General Carrera Lake hides the marble caves, where waves carved stone into swirling cathedrals of color. Water and rock, sculpting beauty through patience alone. Along the Carretera Austral, the hanging glacier of Culat clings to the cliffs like a frozen waterfall, a suspended wound of ice above the forest. On the Atlantic coast, Puerto Madryn welcomes the giants of the sea, the southern right whales. They return each year to breed and give birth in calm waters. Their breath rises like mist, a sign that even life once hunted to extinction can recover if given time and peace. Nearby, the Welsh towns of Trelew and Gaiman keep another memory alive. Tea houses, gardens, and names that tell of those who crossed oceans to build a home at the world's end. The road north winds through lakes and volcanoes. In Puerto Varas, the perfect cone of Osorno volcano mirrors itself in the still waters of Lake Lanquihue. Across the Andes, Bariloche stands among snow-capped peaks, a meeting place between civilization and wilderness. Lac Nahuel Huapi, the island of the jaguar, is a mirror of myths and silence, its blue depths holding legends older than time. Farther north, the cinnamon trunks of the Arayanes forest glow beneath the southern light, unique trees found nowhere else on Earth. From there begins the route of the Seven Lakes, a path of water and reflection that feels like a dream unfolding. The journey ends, or perhaps begins, in San Martín de los Andes, beneath the sacred Lanín volcano. The native Mapuche say a spirit, the Pillan, lives within, guardian of all that remains untamed. Patagonia is that, frontier and legend, emptiness and promise. The last refuge of the wild, where the earth still remembers what it was before we came. At the end of the world, the beginning of everything. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.